Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing great here, and I welcome you all to this webinar today. And this is Nia, and I'll be giving you a walkthrough of what's going on and how it works and all of that. So let's check the agenda for the day. So as you can see, this will be the agenda for the day. So we will be learning what is ML, okay? We will see what is ML, and we will see why we need ML, what is data science, okay, and we will see the importance of the data science and all of the other things that is required. So today there is something called as Python. That is a programming language that is very important. Now why it is important and why exactly is it widely used? So here basically guys, whatever we will be doing, right, related to data science and everything else, we will be using Python itself. Now you may be asking like, why exactly Python? Why not something else? And all of the other things. Now let me tell you the importance of Python before going on with our agenda. So here you can see, let's go to the next slide. So the introduction to Python. Now why exactly Python is important? As we know, Python is like the largely used language that we know about. Now why? So as you can see here, as we have written over here, it is a very popular language that a lot of people use. Why exactly? Because it is very simple. Okay, the programming language that we are talking about is very simple. You don't have to write a huge code, and all such kind of things is not at all required for Python over here. So you can see we use Python for data analytics purpose, machine learning purpose, and all the other designing purpose also. So here if you can see, it is a general purpose programming language. Now why exactly are we calling it as a general purpose programming language? Now, general purpose is nothing but used for a lot of other things rather than just one. Okay, so here you can see for Python, the Python we can use for a lot of other things, not only just one or two. So that is why we call it as a general purpose programming language. And as we have spoken about it, and as you can see, there are a lot of, different uses and flexibilities and easier syntaxes and all the other things. We will be using Python for our future sessions also, or for the data sessions, okay, data science. So let us quickly see, after we know what is exactly Python and everything else, we would like to see what exactly is machine learning, right? Because see guys, whatever it is, okay, before going and understanding data science and everything, we need to know what is machine learning first. Okay, and we need to know why and how we use it, and then we can go for the data science. So let us quickly move on to the next thing, that is nothing but what exactly we mean by machine learning. So the term machine learning tells us everything here, right? It tells us why, how, and everything else. But to be more precise, let me tell you that machine learning is the part of artificial intelligence. Now, let us understand what is artificial intelligence. Now, suppose, let's say we have a robot. Okay, we have a robot. The robot knows nothing. It is just like a newborn baby. Okay, it doesn't know anything. Whatever we say, it will be like, what is this? What is that? Okay, so when we are having this artificial intelligence, what we are doing is nothing but we are giving its own intelligence, like just like a human being. Okay, just like a human being. Now let's say for a human being, if you say, okay, let's just go there, and or you talk to the human being like, hi, how are you, and the human knows what to respond, and it would say like, yes, I'm good, what about you, or something else, anything else. How? Because that's because of the intelligence that the human beings have. But if a newly created robot who does not have any sort of intelligence, you go to that robot, you talk, the robot doesn't respond. Why? Because the robot knows nothing. It doesn't have an intelligence of its own. So artificial intelligence simply provides intelligence for the robot, an artificially created intelligence. And here, ML is a subpart of artificial intelligence. As you can see here, I have written machine learning, okay, is a subpart of artificial intelligence. And why it is used? It is used for decision making purpose. Now in our intelligence we have a lot of other things, right? It is intelligence is not just responding, intelligence is not just decision making, intelligence can be anything in a human being. Isn't that right? So the decision making part that we have, right, that is done by machine learning. Okay, so here you can see a beautiful gif that I have attached over here. You can see the man comes and he says that, all right, let's learn about fruits today. And he says that this is an apple. The robot understands like, all right, this is an apple. And then he shows 2 to 3 images. The robot understands really well, if you can see here, right? And then later on, what happens? The man disappears. And then, the robot's like, oh my God, where's the man? And what is this? So then what he does is nothing but this particular robot, it checks, okay, this particular image, the green apple image, looks kind of similar to the previous images that the robot has seen. Isn't that right? So what this robot does is nothing but it thinks, all right, this man disappeared. And I know what this is. This is nothing but a apple. So if you can see here, there is a conversation going on, right? There is a conversation going on between, the robot and the man. Okay, let me show you. Let's just wait for a minute. Let's see the fruits today. Yes, sounds good. This is an apple. Okay, and here also it shows like 2 to 3 images of an apple. The robot understands, and then the man disappears. And then it says, okay, the man disappeared. Now, what is this object? Right? And then it'll be like, okay, this looks like the previous one. So basically, this is nothing but an apple. Okay, so this is how a robot learns and then responds to the future, whatever we are giving to it. Okay, so whatever data we have previously, the previous data that is given, okay, what it does is nothing but it records it and then it tells us, this is the one that you're showing. Getting the point, everyone? So here you can see how beautifully, we can do things with machine learning. Okay, so now you may be thinking, all right, so if it's a small kid, we can teach the kid like, this is how it is done, that is how it is done. But how are you going to teach a machine? So we know that machine does not have its own intelligence. We are providing its intelligence to it, right? So what we do is nothing but we show the machine a lot of images. Or let's say we feed a lot of data to the machine. Then the machine, it learns, okay? It learns from the previous data, as you can see over here. And when a new data is given to the machine, it actually compares that data with the previous learned data, and then it gives us a final answer. Okay, so that is what is happening over here, and that is how the machine learning works. Okay, I hope everyone is clear with this part. So why exactly do we need machine learning? Okay, that is one question that we need to understand. So here you can see machine learning is significant because it helps us business patterns. So basically what happens is nothing but whatever the business patterns or new behaviors that are coming, okay, in all such kind of things, we can use machine learning. So here you can see this is a game. Okay, this is a game where we are using reinforcement learning. Okay, I will tell you what is reinforcement learning very soon. You will understand what it is. But what can you see over here? What exactly can you see over here? So basically this is a game where there is a character that's running around, there is an obstacle that's coming, and the first time the character falls. Okay, the first time character falls and the game is over. But the second time, if you can see, the character is jumping on it. Why it is jumping on it? Because it is learning from its past experience. Isn't it? It is learning from its past experience, and what it is doing is nothing but it gets to know, all right, man, I shouldn't fall now, I should jump now. Okay, so this is how a model or the machine would learn from its past experience, and this how it is done with the help of machine learning. Okay, so here you can see machine learning, because of all these applications, okay, all these beautiful applications that it has, it's become like one of the major competitive key things in this particular market. Why? Because it's doing a lot for the business. Not only this, but a lot of other things like finding patterns where they could go right, where they could go wrong. Everything else is being shown with the help of machine learning nowadays. So this is how machine learning works. And let me show you the types of machine learning. Okay, let me show you the types of machine learning now. So we majorly have three types of machine learning. The first one will be supervised, unsupervised, and the reinforcement. Now, they're all different. I'll tell you how. So talking about supervised, what happens is nothing but there is a labeled data given. Now you may think, oh my God, this is a new term. What is this? It's difficult. No, it is not at all difficult. What am I meaning, when I say the labeled data? Simple words, let's go back. Okay, let's go back. So what is happening in this example here? So there is a robot Okay, the man comes and tells the robot that, this is an apple. Okay, let's see, this is an apple. Okay, and it shows another image. This is also an apple. Also, this is an apple too. And then what is happening here? A new image is given and the robot decides that this is an apple or any other fruit. So we are giving a labeled data. What I mean is nothing but, okay, let's say here we have an apple. Okay, here we have an apple or a mango, and then here we have an apple. So if you are giving a mango and you write mango, okay, and here you have an apple and you write apple. Okay, so this is the data and this is the label. Okay, this mango and apple that we have now, these two are nothing but the labels. Okay, these two are labels of the data. Okay, so basically this example that you can see over here is the example of what? Supervised learning. Okay, this is the example of supervised learning. Why? Because the man is showing multiple images of apple, but he is also telling this is an apple. Okay, if you can see here, he's always telling the word apple, apple, apple. Okay, to this particular robot, because of which at the end, the robot will decide that this is a apple. If you can see here, this is an apple. So this is an example of supervised learning, and this is how supervised learning work. So data is given along with which the label is given, and then you can see that the label data is supplied. Okay, now if you can see here, we have two other types of machine learnings over here. So they are different. If you feel like they are not, they are different. I'll tell you how. So always data cannot be labeled, right? Always data cannot be labeled. Let's say we have unlabeled data. Okay, let's say we have unlabeled data. Let's say, okay, we have maybe, okay, a cat, or let's say an apple and mango itself. Okay, this is a mango. Okay, mango. Okay, then we have an apple. Now we know that these two are same category. These two come under the same category, whereas the third one is in a different category. But we have not told the model that this is a mango. We never told the model that this is a mango. We never told the model that this is a apple. In fact, what we have done is nothing but we have just randomly given the, let's say, the apple or the mango or any kind of fruits to the model. Now my model, okay, it's so good that it thinks, it clusters the data. It clusters the data depending on the properties. So here you can see that an unlabeled data is fed to the model where the algorithm searches through data. Okay, so it's searching through the data set, okay, to see any significant relationship. So it can be color, it can be, the shape, it can be anything. So based on any relationship that you can find between these two, here you can see the shape is similar, okay, and here the shape is different, because of which it is putting it into one single cluster, these two, and this one it is putting it into a different cluster. So it will find the relationship, whatever might be a relationship, okay, and then what it will do, it will cluster the data. Putting it in more simple words, let me show you how it actually looks like in real world Python. So let's say let so here, okay, one. All right. So here we can have different colors like this. Okay. Then we can have some more colors added here. Any color, let's pick this one. Okay, let's pick another one. Now tell me, how many clusters do you see, guys? How many? We have three colors here, right? So probably it has to be three. Exactly. Right? So here you can see we have, this will be one. Okay. And here you can see this is the second one. Okay, and here you can say, my friends, this is the third one. Okay, so this could be the third one. So this is how it will find the relationship between the data. Okay, it will find the relationship between the data no matter what it is, and it will cluster the data. Okay, putting it in different clusters. And that is nothing but our unsupervised learning algorithm. So now coming to the next one, that is reinforcement learning. So this is a nice one, all right? I'll tell you why. Because the previous example that you saw, let me check, this one. So here, if you can see, this is a beautiful example of reinforcement learning. Now we know that in supervised learning, we will give the labeled data. Unsupervised learning, we will give unlabeled data. Whereas in reinforcement learning, what happens is nothing but this is kind of thing that will happen. So basically, let's say there is a model. Okay, what it will do is nothing but it will have errors, a lot of errors. So whenever it makes a mistake, it will get -1 as the penalty or a punishment. But whenever it is doing the right thing, you can see over here it will get +1. Okay, it will get what? It will get +1. So what is it? Is like a reward. Okay, it is like a reward that is given to the machine. Okay, just like, let's say there is a kid. Okay, let's say there is a kid and you say that you have to score above 90 marks. So you can give a chocolate, right? So you can give a chocolate. And what if the kid is scoring, maybe below 50 marks, which is very less? So, the kid should have to, go for tuitions or anything like a penalty. So the same thing happens here also. The same agenda is followed here in this particular algorithm. So let's say there is a person, or I mean the model. So whenever the model makes a mistake, a penalty of -1 will be given. And whenever the model performs really well, a +1 will be given to the model. Okay, so this is how reinforcement learning works. And a very good example of reinforcement learning, the cars that you just have to put it in the auto mode and then it drives. Exactly. So that is a beautiful example of reinforcement learning. Okay, so there is a camera and everything is set up well. And then you can see that if if the model is making a mistake, you get a -1. Okay, and if the model it's giving you the correct directions, that means it is a +1. And same thing happens with a lot of other things also. Maybe you have seen, you give feedbacks, right? You give feedbacks. Let's say, you are visiting something and you give a feedback. Okay. And next time you see, your feedback will be taken into consideration. And the model will be working, based on your feedback. So all these are nothing but, examples of reinforcement learning. Okay. And this is how, the machine learning works. Okay, so let's go for the most important thing, that is nothing but the data science. So what is data science? Data science is nothing but, let's say we have data. Okay, see, data science is nothing but science with the help of data. Okay, simple words. So what exactly does this refer to? We have data, consider. We will try to extract the data, okay, and analyze the data, okay, to get something that is much better or much useful in the future. Okay, like here you can see this is one of a beautiful example. Here we have used something called as time series. Okay, we have used something called as time series. Time series is nothing but it will just help you to predict the future. Okay, I know it looks like magic, right? It seems like magic, but it's not. I'll tell you how. So here you can see there is a map. Okay, here you can see there is a map. So in this map, you can see, this is, let's say, 1 minute, January, February, March. You can see below over here. You can see below over here the months. So based on the month, how the green scale changes in that particular land is being shown over here. Okay, so during winters, you can see the snow, right? Or during, let's say, summer, you can see a lot of greenery. And our machine is predicting it very well over here. Our machine here is predicting it very well. So maybe this is for the next year. Who knows? This is for the next year. And my machine, based on the previous year's data or the previous year's data, it is predicting how exactly this has to look like or this would look like in the future. Okay, so that is how beautiful, data sciences and all the other algorithms in data sciences. Okay, so what we can do is nothing but we can predict the future. Everyone knows about Netflix, Amazon Prime, Netflix, right? YouTube, a very good example though. Everyone knows, right? So what is happening over there? So let's say you like a video. Let's say you like a video, you like cooking stuff, and then you start watching all these cooking videos. What happens next? So you will start getting videos that are similar to cooking, right? Or let's say you like dressing up really well, you will get videos about dress up. Let's say you like cars really well, okay, and then you get videos about cars. So how is this happening? You did not tell the machine, did you? Did you tell YouTube, I need videos based on this? Or did you tell Netflix that I like to watch horror movies or adventurous movies or anything? Any day? I'm sure you did not, right? You just picked up the movie of your choice and you started watching. But how is this machine knowing? Right? How is this machine knowing that what you would like to watch in the future? Right? That is because, simple, that is because of a beautiful algorithm called as SVD. Okay, singular value decomposition. So what it does is nothing but it will help you to, personalize your experience by recommending you the best of the data that you would like. Okay, so what happens in SVD? SVD will simply pick up the best movies. Now, let's say you have watched horror movies. It will pick up the best of horror movies and it will give you. Let's say you have watched Conjuring. It will definitely, recommend Annabelle to you. Okay, it would definitely not recommend Titanic to you, right? So that is how, there are a lot of other algorithms. It's like a big ocean. Okay, there's too much to learn about it and it's very beautiful too. See, this is nothing but time series here. Okay, this is nothing but time series example that you can see here. And the one that I told you is SVD, that is recommendation engine. Okay, singular vector decomposition. And there are a lot of other things that you can learn in data science. Okay, so what is data science used for? It is help for, extract the hidden patterns, extract valuable information, and make the decisions. So let's say, in the airplanes or, let's say there is a shop. Okay, there is a shop, and in that shop, it's an ice cream shop, consider. So tell me, ice cream shop, in which month would it be at its peak? Would it be December, summers, or winters? When? It would be summers, right? Why? Because of course everyone loves to eat ice cream during summers. So the peak would go high in summer, likewise go down during winters, right? And you can see over here what happens is nothing but based on this data, we can predict when exactly we have to prepare, a lot of ice creams again. That would be next summer, right? So my model can help us do all of this. Not only ice cream is just a very small example, very easy example, but in business related things, a lot of, what can I say? A lot of predictions like this can help the business to grow a lot. That is why in this era a lot of, what can I say, a lot of people, there is a lot of demand for data scientists because of this reason, because they can tell you the future, what is going to happen or what you should prepare for. Okay, so here you can see it is used in healthcare, banks, transport, entertainment, and every other thing also. Okay, so these are some of the examples and how you can, what exactly data science means. Now let us see why it is important. As I told you, let's say there are two companies, all right? One company knows what is going to happen in the future and the other company is totally blank. Tell me which company would flourish better in the coming season. Of course, the company which knows the better, right? Because they already know how they have to prepare their strategy. So what scientist does, he will collect the data and he will tell what the person has to prepare for in the future, so that the person can prepare well and then get best out of his strategies. So here you can see a data scientist is also necessary for creating an innovative plan for the understanding of customer trends, of course. So whatever consumers would like, let's say there is a phone and what exactly or which feature of that particular phone made the phone the most trending in the market. Okay, you need to know that so that you can implement that in your next phone also. Or there is a TV, okay, which is which went very much viral and people loved the applications and everything. And people want to know. Okay, you want to know, you have to make sure what is that one thing that made it best in the crowd. Okay, all this you can do with with the help of data science, and that is why data scientists are so important in these days. And literally every company would hire for a data scientist. Are you getting the point? So here, as you can see, it will help us to overcome difficult challenges, become the best in the market, plan the best strategies, best designs, and get the best customers and everything else. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Now, what is the future? What is the future? This is important, right? This is very important. The future. So as you can see here, I have given one example of Facebook. 1 minute. Here you can see I have given one example of Facebook. What is Facebook doing? It is simply just using recommendation engine, that is SVD is what I was talking about, to customize the feed. I think if you use Instagram, so what happens in Instagram? Instagram is nothing but, let's say you like a page a lot, any page it could be. Again and again, whenever you open, let's say you have 10 pages, out of that 3 pages is the one that you would always go ahead and check for it. So whenever something is released in that page, a post, a video, or anything, that is the first thing that you see in your feed. And what about the remaining pages which you don't even care about? It is not shown much to you, isn't it? Why? Because let's say the recommendation engine thinks that you like these pages more than that. How is this happening? All because of SVD, isn't it? So, like this, there are a lot of things that happen. Okay, and Facebook here, okay, it is using machine learning, okay, for doing this feed thing. All right, so the getting the best feed experience for people. Like if you can see, the recommendation engine will start to display more of the group's activities, okay, sooner in the feed if the member frequently takes the time to read the post. So if you're giving more time to that particular page, that means you like their content a lot. So whenever there is a new content released, that is where they will give you that particular content first. Okay, so here you can see in every industry there are demand for data scientists. Self-analysis, as I told you, data scientists are very important these days, and you know the reason why. The main reason would be nothing but because whatever is happening, because you can tell what's going to happen, and of course everyone want to know the future, right? Future of everything, so that they can prepare the best out of it, right? So here you can see in the future years also, you can see a lot of data scientists, okay, recruitment and the need for data scientists. Okay, there is going to be a great demand for this particular role. Okay, so here you can see this was about the webinar over here. I hope you guys liked it.
Thanks, Nia. Thanks for the great session. We have Mr. Vamsi with us today. He is the learning manager here at Intellipaat. And guys, to answer your queries further, Mr. Vamsi will take it forward. He'll be helping you out with your queries, and he'll be taking the session forward from you. Thank you, Nia. It was a great session. We hope you guys enjoyed too. So over to you, Mr. Vamsi.
All right, guys. I hope you had a fantastic session today, and I can see that is such a productive session. I'm sure Neha and other persons who has taken session on Python, machine learning, data science. So my name is Vamsi Krishna. I'm a senior course advisor with Intellipaat. I'm also heading the category of data science with Intellipaat. All right. If you see right now, the technology is very much booming in the industry at this point of time. See, looking into the opportunity wise, trust me, the technology, what it is giving at this point of time is very high. So in terms of name technology like Python, data science, machine learning, or artificial intelligence, anything as such technologies are very much booming. In fact, for next decade, at least for next 20 years, you can find a lot of opportunities in the industry. So no matter you're a student, you're a working professional, or you're a freelancer, no matter, you will be having your piece of cake in the industry, because industry needs a people who have a right understanding into technology. So now coming back, let's say somebody who is having absolutely zero understanding about a software, my preference and my suggestion will be you need to start from the scratch, which will be a Python programming language. All right. Okay. Now, as I told you, no matter you're a student or a working professional or a freelancer or the person who is supposed to get into industry in a couple of months or years, I would definitely suggest you guys to start with the easy programming language, which is widely used in the industry. That is a Python programming language. So now Python has a multiple purpose. I mean, if you see, it is a commonly used programming language for the developing any sort of websites or to get into any software task. Python is used. Not only that, guys, in fact, if you wanted to do an analysis, if you wanted to do a visualization, or tomorrow if you wanted to build algorithms, you wanted to work into technology like AI, data scientists, and deep learning, trust me, Python is such an important language, guys. All right. Now, in fact, if you see, If you wanted to go ahead and start with the data science also, you need to brush up your programming language, such as Python. In fact, if you wanted to deploy anything into cloud, also you need to learn Python, guys. So in fact, the whole purpose of developing Python from X person is to make programming language easy. If you see a decade back, the programming language is very difficult. In fact, there were very limited there were very limited candidates were there who were used to work as a software developers, and those people used to work on the hardcore programming language, which also like Java, other programming languages. But and after a couple of years, the Python was launched for a whole purpose to make programming language easy, and it is has to be accessible for everybody. Considering that, Python has launched, guys. All right. All right, guys. Now, anybody wanted to wide up your opportunities? Anybody wanted to start from the scratch? I would definitely appreciate you learning a Python program from Intellipaat. So we have a lot of programs. In fact, we have 100+ programs with Intellipaat, in which anybody wanted to start from the scratch. I would appreciate you learning a Python certification. Here we address all the things from the basic level. In fact, if you have a basic interest to learn, definitely you would be able to cope up with the technology what we are giving you. So this program gives you almost a very lot modules, which is a 12 modules we are covering under this program. So we do cover entire environment setup. That is a lab access will be given to you. Anyways, if you see, Python is open source. You can install the lab access from the internet, which is a Jupyter notebook, guys. So here you'll be learning the entire setup, and post which you'll be learning all these modules, which is Python language basic constructions. Oops, also be learning in a detailed manner, and then you'll be also going forward and learning a database connections, NumPy for mathematical computing. You'll be learning SciPy for scientific computing, and Matplotlib for data visualization, Pandas for data analysis and machine learning, and exception handling. All these modules will be learning under the program, guys. So I would also wanted to bring to your notice, guys. See, there is a lot of instances. There's a lot of case studies where people see in the early success when they adopted learning technologies such as Python, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning. When they started coding very early age, they have seen the success. And for that, a prime example I would wanted to share with you guys, because I also uh, known this fact a couple of months back. There's a person called Tanmay Bakshi. He was a IBM Watson master. He started doing coding from the very early age. So you can check in the Google. I'm talking about Tanmay Bakshi, who was started doing coding from the early age. He worked into IBM, and he happens to be a world's youngest IBM Watson developer. And trust me, guys, when he started doing coding, he was approx some 10 years or 11 years. He started doing coding, and now his age is close to 15 to 16 years. He got opportunity in the Google also, guys. So the prime example why I'm trying to share this, because he started his journey to do coding programming very early age, and right now he's earning very decent. In fact, people who wanted to start their career into freelancing also, there's a wide number of opportunities. If you wanted to work into a machine learning or AI or in fact Python, per hour any freelancing project pays you between $25 to $50, guys. Okay, so now this is a program. You can look into this program. This teaches you from the basics. In fact, this program also offers you a big data fundamentals course as a complementary, because big data is very much happening in the technology at this point of time. So, this is a program which offers you live sessions, which comes around the 42 hours of live sessions from the industry experts who have a wide understanding about technology and who have a very solid experience into industry. These people will be almost having a 10+ years experience in the industry. And also, once you complete the program, you'll be getting a certificate from Intellipaat, and this program is for lifetime access. which means tomorrow, after 6 months, if you wanted to rejoin with the live session, yes, you can rejoin for the live session with the updated content, guys. You'll be learning all the packages. You'll be learning all the libraries under Python, guys. Now, this is for the people who wanted to start from the scratch. I would definitely appreciate you going ahead and learning and enrolling for the Python certification program. But however, guys, the industry always experts people to have a multiple skill set. See, along with Python, I would also appreciate if you have understanding on Python, machine learning, and big data understanding, a bit also a bit understanding on deep learning also will cement your position into IT industry, guys. So right now, those other days are gone where industry used to see your traditional certificate, your traditional degree, and used to offer the job. Right? But right now, that scenario is gone. No more companies are looking into your degree and trying to hire you. In fact, a lot of product-based companies such as Google, Facebook, and IBM, these companies no more looking into your academic certificates or your percentage. They are very keen about hiring you if you're having a very right understanding about the technology. So if you wanted to learn a multiple skill set, I would appreciate definitely you doing a Python, but also I would definitely appreciate you going ahead and learning a data scientist at this point of time. When I say data scientist, it should be involves all the particular technologies. Data science is nothing but only a Python. Data science involves analytics. Data science involves programming, reporting, and AI and machine learning also, guys. So if you wanted to have a very concrete certificate, which is having a very credibility in the industry, in fact, India's number one IIT is IIT Madras, guys. So the program, what you will be getting will be is advanced certification in data science and AI, which is offered from the CC Madras, guys. This is a solid program. If anybody wanted to cement their position into industry and wanted to go for a long run, it is for 15 to 20 years in the industry. For them, definitely, I would appreciate you going ahead and doing this program, guys. This is a 7 months concrete program. You'll be having lectures delivered from the CCIT Madras faculty. You'll be learning from the industry experts. In fact, you'll be also having opportunity to go to IIT Madras. In the span of 7 months, 2 days is something you can go to the campus, explore the campus, and you can talk to your colleagues, friends, and the peer group, and also you can directly talk to the faculty members. The exposure what you'll be getting from this program is a lot. In fact, what are the modules we are covering under our program will give you complete understanding about Python, OOPS concept. In fact, you'll be learning our libraries also, guys. So you need to build algorithms tomorrow. You need to understand the entire syntax. You need to understand a lot of things under Python. In fact, you need to understand the Lombard functions. So entire packages, entire libraries is something you'll be learning. In fact, you need to understand Python for the analysis. You need to understand Python for the machine learning also, guys. In fact, you'll be also understanding visualization part also. So what are the program we are giving you ensures you'll be learning from the very scratch. For the data science, we are the number one, and we are also monopoly in the industry. And in fact, we are tied up with a lot of IITs and we are tied up with a lot of universities. So, I mean, again, if you see here, India today has complimented us considering we are the number one in the industry. You can go through the article also, which is available in our website. Okay, now this is a 7 months program. You'll be having almost 400 hours of applied learning. You'll be also having a 50 plus live sessions. You'll be having a self-paced learning. You'll be learning from the IIT Madras faculty. You'll be learning from the industry experts. Also, this program gives you a guaranteed interviews. That is at least a 3 guaranteed interviews will be given to you guys. So no matter you are a fresher or a student or a working professional or a freelancer, anybody can do this program absolutely from the scratch to advanced level. It's our agenda to give you from the basics. So considering that we are giving you preparation session also. So we don't believe in directly jumping into program. We believing in addressing your basics to be clear, your concerns to be clear in the first place, and then we move towards remaining modules. If you see, preparation sessions involves Linux, Python, analytics, Excel. All these modules you'll be learning in the span of preparation session time being. First of which you'll be learning all these modules which are present in this program. So this program gives you almost 15 modules, guys, which involves starting 2 modules preparation, analytics, and Excel. And post which you'll be learning data wrangling with SQL, Python with data science. You'll be learning linear algebra and advanced statistics, machine learning, deep learning using TensorFlow, Power BI, and deploy machine learning models with cloud, GIT, data science, capstone project, business case studies, and natural language processing, computer vision, data science at Scala with SpicePark, guys. So these 15 modules is something you'll be learning. As I told you, you'll be learning from the faculty members of IIT Madras. You can see on the screen, my screen. You can see meet your mentors, Mr. Dr. Arun K. Tangrala, who is the professor at IIT Madras, and Dr. Nirva Bhatt, who is assistant professor at IIT Madras. And you can even see here Babji Srinivasan, who is the associate professor at IIT Madras, guys. Not only these guys, you will be learning from the industry experts. Now, when I say industry experts, I told you in the first place, my trainers need to have at least 10 plus years experience. In fact, you're getting more than that. You will be learning from the person called Madhubabu Cherkuri, is a person who is almost having a 15 years experience in the industry, guys. So he is a person who understands complete idea about machine learning, SQL, R language, all of these things. And followed by you can see a Vinayak Panchaman, who's a consultant at IKEA, who is a business intelligent. And also you can see the other people on the screen. Mr. Suresh Ramudare is a very senior expert. He's almost having a 20 plus years experience in the industry, guys. Also, you'll be given all the tools. You'll be having complete tools will be given from the Intellipaat platform. You'll be learning complete Jupyter setup. You'll be also having the TensorFlow. You'll be also having the database and visualization tool. We will be giving you Power BI. So, guys, these are the skills you'll be learning in this program, that is advanced certification in data science and AI, which is Python. You'll be learning data science, data analytics. You'll be learning AI, GIT, ML ops, and data wrangling, SQL, storytelling, machine learning. You'll be also learning the prediction algorithms, NLP, and SpicePark model data visualization, guys. I'm sure right now you know the fact that a data science, AI, machine learning has been applied in every industry, guys. If you even see the data science right now has been applied into the education technology companies, you can also see uh, it is also applied into the entertainment industry. Again, if you see data science also applied into the hospitals, right now the data science is one of the popular technology. Right now it is occupying almost 40% stake into healthcare industry. So a lot of analytics, a lot of data science applied into the healthcare industry, guys. Again, if you see, the fact is that even into entertainment industry right now, the machine learning AI is taking a very great opportunities. In fact, if you see, the machine learning algorithms is widely used into the Netflix also. If you see right now, they are popular across the globe only because they are successful in terms of applying the technology into their space. So that is, if you see, machine learning algorithms has been built and they understood what is the audience who are there in the Netflix watching. In fact, they also understand Indian audience, are they watching more of an action movies, or they are watching more of an horror. So they understand what is the audience is watching in their space. Understanding that, they are improving the businesses. It's all about improving your business by applying the technology in the future. So definitely, no matter what is your space, you will be able to occupy your opportunity, guys. So this is a concrete program which gives you almost certificate. After you finishing the program, 7 months, you'll be getting certificate from the CCIIT Madras. And I appreciate your excitement to learn new technologies. And yes, industry is widely open for everybody at this point of time, no matter you are a technical guy or non-technical guy. In fact, if you see, a lot of product-based companies are offering a very wide number of opportunities. So I would definitely appreciate you need to have a skill set, because this is a time people need to do a skill set. People need to upskill themselves, because nobody can get into a loop of a recession. You can be very stable. You can cement your position to IT industry only when you have a right portfolio, and only when you have a strong resume you can survive, and you can also seize a lot of opportunities in the industry, guys. I wish you all the best and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vamsi. Thanks for all the information. So, guys, thank you for being very patient in the webinar. We value your time. We hope to see you again, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Goodbye.